Hello, and welcome to the Hot Stuff Holiday Special, where the conversations are always hot and the tea scalding. We're your hosts, Jessica and Jillian, and for our first topic today, we will be discussing the best Christmas/holiday movie.
I love holiday season. I love holiday season. I love staying inside. I love binging awful holiday movies. The amount of Hallmark Christmas movies that come out. I'm a personal huge fan of the A Christmas Prince series. I love A Christmas Prince 1, A Christmas Prince 2, The Royal Wedding, A Christmas Prince 3, The Royal Baby. I mean, they are so awful. They're the worst movies I've ever seen. They have the same plot, they have the same characters, they have the same actresses, and it's like, yes, gimme. I want all the awful movies. I love it so much. It's a huge tradition of mine to sit and binge awful Hallmark Christmas movies on Netflix with my friends.
So you think those are the best?
I mean, I hate watching them a little bit, but it's a guilty pleasure of mine to watch them. I sit in my dorm room with all my blankets and watch it, and I'm me watching some reporter, some journalist fall in love with a vaguely British prince, and I'm like, that should be me, that should be me. And it's a guilty pleasure of mine. Personally, I love watching all the cheesy Hallmark movies. What about you?
Oh, I love the classics. I love Jim Carrey's The Grinch. I really love just how strongly he hates people. I think that's not something we see a lot in Christmas movies from a protagonist, but I love that he does that. I love Elf. Actually, a lot of my favorites are the rom-com Christmas movies too, but more Bridget Jones's Diary and Love Actually, those ones. I think they're very heartwarming, and those are the ones that I like to watch the most. But I love a good Hallmark, just because it's bad. Yeah, I think we got to make room for more bad movies.
Vanessa Hudgens in The Princess Switch. I love that so much. It's so cheesy. It's the same Hallmark Netflix original category. I love them so much. I think a Christmas movie I unironically like watching, genuinely enjoy it, is the Griswolds family movies, and The Christmas Vacation is personal favorite. I've watched it, I'm not kidding, I've watched it 5 times this month already. I watched it twice when I was out of town because it was on TV and they were doing a marathon. I came home for Thanksgiving and it was a 24-hour marathon of it. And my mom and I turned it on and we watched it 3 times all the way through. I don't know why. Because we were getting ready, cleaning the house,
it's great.
prepping
That's
for
why.
holidays. It's so funny.
Yeah.
And I love it so much. I watch it every year. It's a personal favorite of mine, and it's one of the only, I love the Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't like the animated one as much. It's iconic from our childhood.
Right.
But Jim Carrey brings so much character to it.
Exactly, and it's funnier
so relatable.
too. It's funnier.
Him posing in front of the mirror with his outfit before he goes out to the party, and he's like, ooh, that's it, I'm not going. And he storms out, I have nothing to wear. It's it's iconic. I love it so much. It's
a little quality time with the Grinch. That's all we have for right now. We'll be right back after commercial for our next topic, sledding versus ice skating, right here on Hot Stuff.
What does it mean to be a war hawk?
It means allowing myself to dream big and think outside the box.
Pushing the limits of what I think is possible.
Seeing ideas through from start to finish.
Collaborating with professors and peers.
And seizing opportunities in the community to put my knowledge to use.
I'm studying abroad,
learning another language,
and listening to the stories of others.
I'm making lifelong friends and fearlessly sharing my gifts with the world.
As a warhawk, I stay balanced,
take great care of myself,
and get out of my comfort zone.
I refuse to let the past determine my future.
And I'm taking confident steps in the directions of my dreams.
Sometimes it doesn't make sense.
And other times it couldn't be more exciting.
But I will keep my goals in mind
and never quit.
Because
that's the Warhawk way.
The UW Whitewater Bookstore is your one-stop shop for apparel, textbooks, and technology. Stop in for a wide selection of gifts from our alumni, family, and name brand sections. Need to purchase or rent a textbook? head downstairs to Textbook Services. Check out our new custom shop and create personalized apparel for your organization. Need a charger, laptop, or headphones? Our new technology section has everything you might need. For more information and bookstore hours, visit uwwhitewaterbookstore.com.
Welcome to the Anderson Library, a destination that offers many things to students and other people.
At the library, there's a whole host of resources that you have. Support for your academics in terms of books, databases, other resources, that streaming videos that you're going to use for classes.
And we do pet therapy once a week, alternating Mondays and Tuesdays. So that is something that any and all students, staff, and community members can come in and join us for.
Well, on the main floor of the library, we have a big chess set, so that's pretty popular to have students come in, play chess. People get really into it. You can reserve a study room, or if it's just you're looking for something fun to do on the weekend, you can come check out our video games or our board games.
You can also come check out and get a snack at their cafe. There is plenty of things to do at the Anderson Library besides just studying. For more information about the library's events and other topics, go to uw.edu/library.
Are you bored on campus? Then come down to Warhawk Alley in the University Center. We have everything you need to take a break from your studies and have a great time. So come blow off some steam with our air hockey, darts, foosball, video games, 8 top-of-the-line Brunswick pool tables, and our 10-lane bowling alley. We have nightly specials, blacklight bowling, tournaments, and tons of chances to win prizes. For more information or to set up a reservation, call Warhawk Alley at 262-472-5681.
Welcome back to Hot Stuff. Our next topic is sledding versus ice skating. Jessica, why don't you start us off on this one, because I have no opinion.
Well, you know, I've done both. I've done both skating and sledding. Do I frequent either one? No. I feel like I would have a greater risk of getting hurt going ice skating, being not very coordinated. So I guess I would go sledding. But also I have a fear that if I get on a sled and go down a hill, it's just not going to stop. And I'm going to be sledding into traffic, maybe. So that's my opinion.
I mean, I've also been ice skating. I've also gone sledding.
Yeah.
I was way more of a sledding kid growing up. We didn't ice skate much. I did have my own ice skates. I knew how.
Wow.
I don't know. I know.
That's fancy.
Fancy. But I did develop an irrational fear of ice skating. When people ask me what my greatest fear is, they're like, oh, what is it? The dark? Heights? And I'm like, no, I have a fear that someone's going to run over my fingers with an ice skate. And that's something that lives in my head constantly whenever I think about ice skating. And that's a little bit of a graphic image, but I have a fear that like I'll trip and fall, my hand will be on the ice, and then someone will be like, oop, zoop, and then guess what? No fingers. And that would be like so embarrassing for me. Like that's not even, it's just embarrassing because I'm not going to have fingers, and then someone's going to ask like, what happened to your fingers? I'm going to be like, well, I got ran over by a figure skater. Like, that's embarrassing. That's really embarrassing for me. So I try to stay away from the ice. Just in general, if I have to go outside in winter, I'm not doing things.
True.
You would, in order to sled or ice skate, that would require me to go outside.
Yeah.
What do I look like? An athlete?
Yeah.
We're done here.
Do I look like someone who enjoys the cold?
What do I look like? Tanya Harding? Don't answer that.
All right, our next topic is real versus artificial Christmas trees. Is one better than the other? Jillian.
Well, growing up, we tried to have a real Christmas tree every year. It was like the thrill of going out to the Christmas tree farm and hunting one down, as if they all like aren't the same. I mean, like most Christmas trees are kind of the same. It just varies on like height. But I always loved getting in our little minivan, going out, finding the Christmas tree and like picking it out, taking it home. Like the smell of Christmas trees, I love that smell so much. When my little sisters were really little, we always had a fake tree though. Because they were so little, we didn't want them grabbing onto the stuff. So we would have a fake tree and we'd put it on a table, it saves so much space. And I'm not super materialistic when it comes to Christmas trees, as long as it's like, I love seeing the family ornaments and stuff on the trees, so I don't really think it matters the size of the tree. It matters like what you put on it. And
Oh my god.
I know. So cheesy.
Wow.
I know. At me next time. Yeah, I really don't have a preference. Although I love the smell of the Christmas tree and I love going out to pick one out, I think sometimes having a fake Christmas tree is just more practical.
Yeah. My family has had the same plastic Christmas tree my entire life. A little stringy now.
She's holding on.
I always wanted that experience of like going out and picking out a tree, but my parents would just never do it. They flat out said no. So, I don't really, so I guess in my only experience, I guess I would have to prefer fake trees. It's nice because like I heard you have to like water the like real tree. We don't have to do that if it's plastic. It's reliable, it's sturdy, practical, and it's cute.
It's also not toxic for pets.
True.
Sometimes pine trees can be a danger to pets, and it is, a fire hazard. Just like my house is gonna burn down.
Yeah, but is it as whimsical? No.
Yeah, you just put up the fake Christmas tree, and then you like plug in a pine-scented like Glade wall plug-in, and you're like, the magic is in the air.
That's the same. That's the same.
Yeah.
I've always watched those movies where like the big family bonding thing was going out and getting a tree. They did that in When Harry Met Sally, and you know what? If they
should have been me.
Maybe I want to be Meg Ryan, going out with Billy Crystal and getting a Christmas tree.
I think we all just want to be Meg Ryan in general, but specifically in this instance.
That movie.
Like again, referencing like the Griswolds' Christmas, them going out to get the tree, ripping it out of the ground. It's my favorite line of all time when Russ looks at the tree and he goes, "Dad, that thing wouldn't even fit in our yard." And Clark puts his like hands on his hips and he goes, "It's not going in our yard, Russ. It's going in our living room." And like, the idea of like going out to chop down your own tree is not something that I can really get behind, but going to like a tree farm and like picking one out, to me it gives off the same vibes of like going to an animal shelter and like picking out a puppy. Like at a Humane Society. Like which one are we gonna take home and make ours? I think it's sweet. And
it's so cute. And I wish I could have done it at least once.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad.
At Mom and Dad. This is wow.
I know.
The real tea is Jessica's childhood
family issues,
regrets. Let's unbox that.
Yeah.
After the camera's
next
cut,
time
we will be discussing this further. Well, that's all we have for right now, but we will be right back after a commercial for our next topic, the best and worst holiday foods on Hot Stuff.
We'd love to show you what it's like to be a Warhawk.
Come on!
Don't miss out on your chance to be a Warhawk.
At UW Whitewater.
You belong here!
The PB Poorman Pride Center is the place to go for LGBTQ+ resources, information, and community. Located in the Warhawk Connection Center, while there, you can meet people like Mia.
And I serve Impact as president this fall, as well as working for the Pride Center. Impact is our queer LGBTQ+ and ally organization on campus. We meet once a week, and we do a lot of social events as well as education events.
It feels like I'm way more accepted here than when I was in high school. It is like a really big family.
Along with acceptance, in the Pride Center you can find a little library, a clothing closet, and a satellite location of the Warhawk Food Pantry.
It just feels like a home to me. You know, it feels like my home away from home, and there's such a community here that is so wonderful and full of joy.
For more information, follow the Pride Center on Instagram at UWW_PRC.
Crew is a faith-based organization for UW Whitewater students. Their mission? To create an inclusive Christian community for students looking to explore or grow their faiths.
For me specifically, it's been amazing to just have people to walk alongside with my Christian journey on.
They always say to go and experience new things while you're at college, and I think this is just another one of those things that you should experience.
Crew welcomes all students and is held at Summers Auditorium on Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. Come join our crew.
Welcome to Jitters Coffee House. Located on the first floor of the Wells Towers, Jitters is a student-run coffee lounge and offers a variety of coffee and ice cream-based drinks and is home to many entertaining programs, including live music, gamer trivia nights, and other performances. Coordinate your activity by emailing jitters@uww.edu. Jitters is completely run by volunteers who can earn service hours and even receive a free drink during their shift. Stop in tonight at Jitters Coffee House, where fun events and community come together.
Welcome back to Hot Stuff. Our next topic is what is the best and worst holiday foods? I'll start. I mean, my favorite stuff that I love doing and making around the holidays is always the baked goods. I love doing my Christmas baking. I love doing, I mean, I know it doesn't really count as baking. I do love those pre-made Pillsbury holiday cookies
with the little
place
stamp,
and bake.
the place and bake with the little pictures.
Yeah,
oh
like
my
the little with the little
gosh.
Christmas trees or the little
The little
snowmen on
snowmen.
there.
And
They're cute. I like them.
love
I don't
them.
care. Okay, I know they're not real baking. I don't care. I like them.
I put cookie dough in the oven. It's baking.
Yeah.
They don't bake themselves. I'll do it. It's baking. They are so cute. I love the ones at Halloween with the little pumpkins on them. I love the
Yes.
ones over winter that have like Christmas trees or they have like little snowflakes. They are so cute. I love them so much.
And the Valentine's Day ones have hearts on them.
Yes.
It's so cute.
I love them. And they're so easy, especially if you have kids at home.
Yeah.
Just like, I know how much of a pain it can be to like
Boy,
bake
can I
with
relate.
kids. Am I right? Me with my 50 kids. But like, especially if you have kids or like nieces, nephews, little siblings, like
Yeah.
it's such a pain in the butt trying to sit them down to bake things. So if you just like open that up, you have them place them down. They don't put their grubby little goblin fingers all over everything, and you
Yeah.
can put them in the oven, and then you have these nice little cookies after. I think they're so cute.
Yeah, baking with a child would be a nightmare. Like they can't stir. You have to do everything.
They put their little
goblin
fingers.
hands.
They put their little goblin
Yeah.
hands and everything, and then they like open mouth
And then they
sneeze.
eat like the raw
Yeah,
cookie dough
they'll
and
like
get it all
lick
over
their
hands.
fingers, and I'm like,
no.
Get out of my face. Get out of my
Get
face.
out of the kitchen.
Get out.
I do love baking other things. I like doing like pies and stuff.
Oh, I
for the
love holiday
yeah.
pies.
Yeah, and I like making other types of like Christmas cookies and Christmas like peppermint baked stuff. It's great. Things I don't like, any food from Thanksgiving. That should stay at Thanksgiving. We hate Thanksgiving here.
If I see another bowl of stuffing, I'm gonna lose my marbles.
No turkey.
No turkey. You're done. You're done. I'm not a big fan of Christmas ham either.
Oh.
I don't. That's a hot take. I don't like ham that much. I think it's dry. I think it's salty. I think I don't want to sit down and just eat a chunk of salty meat. I'm not a fan. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a big fan. I know you love baking. I make Christmas candy every year with my mom. It's a big tradition we do where we make like peppermint bark, we make chocolate covered pretzels. I make Oreo truffles, and I get like the Christmas Oreos that have the peppermint frosting in it, and you dip them in chocolate and they're delicious. I love making Christmas candy every year. It's probably my favorite food that we make. It's just a little snack. Well, we will be right back after commercial for our next segment of today's show, Person of the Week, right here on Hot Stuff.
The Royal Purple, the best place for all the latest news around the community and campus of UW-Whitewater. Here you'll find all different types of weekly news stories, including sports, arts and rec, biz and tech, and even fun and interesting things like trendsetter columns and the tweet of the week. The Royal Purple has a full staff to handle all of your advertising and article needs. Ad managers and sales representatives can help you get your ad in seasonal print issues, online at royalpurplenews.com and out on our social media platforms. Editors and journalists would love to write features about your organization and follow-ups about your important events. For more information on student employment opportunities, advertisement services, or anything news, contact the Royal Purple over at @uww.edu or give us a call at 262-472-5100. Stop by our office and say hi on campus in McCutcheon Hall, room 113. For all of your local campus community news, check out the Royal Purple here at University of Wisconsin-Whitewater.
The Department of Communication offers students the opportunity to explore the world through the faculty-led travel study program. The course consists of both in-class lecture and a 3-week travel component at the end of the semester.
You have a life that is insanely busy. You don't have to give up so much time to do a 3-week travel study, and you can compact a lot in 3 weeks.
The course is worth 3 credits and is open to all majors. The program features group travel with peers and faculty.
I think the benefit of traveling in a group like the travel study is there's always somebody there to experience new things with you, and you always have new friends to gain.
Travel Study offers a variety of travel destinations, including a trip to Ireland every other year. Develop new relationships, participate in enriching cultures, and experience personal growth while abroad.
With the Travel Study, it was so great being able to go to places and really experience the value that they can give to our own culture and just to me as a person.
For more information, please visit
Welcome back to Hot Stuff. It's time for our favorite segment, Person of the Week, where we discuss this week's most incredible, influential person. This week's Person of the Week, Lindsay Lohan.
We have to do Lindsay Lohan in the holiday special.
Absolutely.
I mean, her brand new Netflix original Christmas movie is out right now. I already watched it. I thought it was interesting, to say the least. I know we already discussed our favorite Christmas shows, and I said I love the Hallmark Netflix original stuff where it's just the cheesiest Christmas movies, so that's why I originally watched it. The plot is just, spoiler for people who haven't seen it. I will be spoiling this because I don't care. The movie is just Lindsay Lohan gets bonked on the head and can't remember that she's like a billionaire heiress to a hotel company, and she ends up at a small like hotel that is being run by a very cute single dad who loves Christmas and is trying to save his business. And she does all the quirky stuff of, I'm a rich person and I keep like, I don't know how to do laundry because I'm rich. So it's her trying to regain her memory while she's like falling in love with the Christmas spirit and the people around her. And it's a very emotional, sweet movie, and you know, she remembers who she is and she is like more humbled because of her experience. And it's a little cliche. It's basically the plot of Overboard, but Lindsay Lohan at Christmas time. Like there's always that little hint of like, ooh, there's a man with a white beard and he's wearing all red. Is he Santa? Is he magic? We'll never know. And it's like, it's a little cliche. The writing is a little, I would say, tacky. I think the clothing and the wardrobe choices just was not the best, but this isn't about the movie, it's about Lindsay.
Yeah.
And Lindsay is just spectacular in it. She is so funny, she's so great. She's had such a, you know, terrible past in terms of scandal in Hollywood, and her being up on
This was her comeback.
This was her comeback, and I think she did fantastic with what she was given.
She's I think a pioneer of Christmas time. Jingle Bell Rock and Mean Girls.
There's a reference to that in the movie. She's in the car and she says, Jingle Bell Rock comes on and she goes, I love this song, and she starts singing it, and I was like, it's Mean Girls. It was beautiful. She's great in the movie. I think she did fantastic.
I look forward to what she's gonna do next.
I can't wait to see how her career turns out. This is going to be great. I love that for her. And I'm so glad that she's doing better.
Yeah.
We love her. We love her so much. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's show, but be sure to tune in next time for another episode of Hot Stuff. Remember, the conversations are always hot and the tea is scalding. We're your hosts, Jillian and Jessica, and we'll see you next time.